Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. And today our topic and our discussion will be of that the woman, the we whole community of women. Uh, you are not difficult. You just have standards. And when some women have a standards, not everyone can reach that. So I used to think, like, I always used to think, because I have a lot of hurdles I've talked about in my last video, my first video. So I always think that I'm hard to love, like too blunt, too quiet, too intense. So that was not something I should be thinking of for me, for my own self. So then I realized it is not just about me, it is not because of me, it is not all about me. It is uh, because I am surrounded by people who do not have the standards, who do not respect the standards, right? Yeah, and do not think that if you are surrounded by any kind of people, you are living with any kind of people who are not respecting the standards, that it doesn't mean that you are the woman who should be fair of and calling that you are too much. You are too much. You are too much to everything. Yes, you are too much because their standards are very, very low, right? Um, mm, you are just because you are just protecting your peace. You are just protecting your own things, right? And that is something you should think about. And let me dive into that part. That once there was a person, uh, he told me that I was cold, that I am cold to that person, right? So not because I was rude, but because I didn't smile when I was in the mood. Uh, it sometimes happens when I talk and I'm not in the mood, so I don't like go with the flow. I was like, yeah, hi. I don't do that. I just go like, yes, okay, fine, and that's it. We converse. I was not rude to you. I didn't disrespect you, right? So I didn't say yes to like every invitation because like I I took time. I took time to everything that I respond, and that's something every girl or every human being should do that, right? He should think about it that yes, if it's good for me, if it's not, if I have to go that place, if I have to do that thing. So, and then in that moment, I started like, after all that happened, I started questioning myself that maybe I was difficult, maybe I needed to be softened, maybe being liked was more important than being respected. These are the questions I was like asking for myself. So, and that is the place, and that is the point of realization. For me, I don't know for you how it goes, how you understand the situation, how you learn after the situation, but for me, there was like I learned at that moment of realization that people call you like difficult, rude, when they cannot control your energy. It's not about you, it's about them. They cannot diverge, they cannot like divert in your energy, right? So, uh, these are the things you shouldn't be, you can say, thinking of when you are considering your standards. If you are too much, if you are not eligible for being respected, that is not something you should be catering at like any moment. Sometimes some of the people want to cross the boundaries, like they love to do that. They want they want to know everyone's story, like they don't know what are the boundaries because they think if they have the boundaries, it makes walls around us. Like if that people is sitting over there and I don't want to talk to that person, I have my boundaries because I want to be very open up with him or her, and she start thinking that boundaries, she's walled around, she's very rude, she don't want to talk about it. So it's not just that. And let me just go into that part where girls think that respect or being respected is something that she don't deserve. How? How can you think that way? Like, no one can decide that you cannot be respected, right? So, I'm gonna be diving in that part today, mostly because let me tell you, there are three signs that you are respecting yourself. You are making your boundary. You are uh, thinking of your respect. There are three signs, okay? And first one from all of those three, first one is you pause. Every time you pause before you respond, like if someone asks you something, may I have your phone charger? May I have your phone? May I have, can I please sit alongside? And you need to think that yes, am I even comfortable? Am I even good with that? Or if it's not that urgency, you can take your space. But that doesn't mean someone asks you a question and you went to your zone and you never come back. It's not like that because it will be disrespect to them, right? So you should be the one who took pause every time before responding. Like, uh, yeah, okay, but you have to think about it before responding. And when you say, and second sign, first one is talk whenever you are responding to something, you are taking pause. And second thing of that is uh, you don't explain why you are not comfortable, like to your no. If you said no, that means no. That doesn't mean that no means yes. That bullshit. Okay, I'm so sorry for the language, but that's bullshit because if someone thinks that on the first place you are saying no to something and then he wants you to explain it that why you said no to that stuff, that is something you should not respond. And third thing, I think that should be on the top before responding, before explaining your notes. That should be on top, I think. And that is your energy. Energy. Like if you are talking to someone, if you are giving your energy, if you are giving your positivity to someone, if you want to do it or not, right? Like as I told you the story that one person called me, you are cold, you are rude, you don't this that. So at that time, I was saving my energy because I don't know that person. I don't want to communicate. I was just holding back because I wanted to, right? And I am not the one who is like potentially giving my energies to everybody. And you know what? If you give your energy to everybody, that means everybody can take, you can say, the part of it that, okay, she's no one, right? So let me give you a quick reminder, uh, which I always give to myself while keep talking to someone while having everything. So if someone ever made you feel like your standards are the problem, like your standard, like you have a standard, everyone have a different standards, right? And you have a standard that if I am marrying, I must be marrying that person who will take care of me like this. I'm not talking about the materialistic part. because I don't know how materialistic things work for everybody, right? So another is that person. So you should be on that standard. If people coming and going back, that because of your standards, just because of your standards, your feminism, we cannot give you a chance in our life. Let them go. Let them go. They don't need you. They don't want you. So you are not the problem. You are the standard setter for yourself. And the person who set the standard for themselves, it means that you are the person who is eligible for a good life. So that is something you can do, right? So today, after this video, I need to know you story. Like this is me story, my story, this story. I want to know your story, you story. If someone spoke to you like this, that you are rude, you are someone who we cannot take. Yes, obviously you cannot take, and well, okay. And one more thing, it is not just of boys. I am not just talking about men. I'm not just talking about boys. Sometimes people are offensive and they're on the same gender, right? And that is something, if you have the standard, you shouldn't be caring of that, right? So do let me know in the comment section that if someone spoke to you like this, or tag tag a tag that kind of a powerful woman uh, who do always do like this, like who give answers to the actions, who give everything stuff, and do subscribe. And here we are not anything basic. So we are just talking about our standards. We are going here, we have to do this, and we shouldn't be thinking of anything else. That is what we are talking about, right? So do like, comment, and subscribe, and we keep doing like this. Thank you. Bye bye.